Surrender your fires to the true air. Let him grant death.
What's going on, everybody? Games for Days here, back again with another video. And the other day I put up a community post asking you guys, why do you play Soulsborne games? In today's video we're going to go through a bunch of those comments. I thought it was super interesting to see all the reasons why people play Soulsborne games. So in this video I pulled a bunch of comments and we're going to talk about them. As always, if you end up enjoying the video, please reach up and hit like before you go. It helps my channel grow. If you're new, subscribe. I usually upload every day. Alright, let's get to the comments. Alright, first up we have Metal Slug here. He said he plays because it helps him control his OCD. Works better than anything the doctors gave me. That is super interesting to me, and I had no idea that people were using Soulsborne games to control, things like that. Hunter666 says, I play Soulsborne games because the feeling you get after you kill a boss is really satisfying and the PvP is fun. So that I know is a huge reason for a lot of people who enjoy the boss fights and that feeling of overcoming that crazy hard challenge. When you finally do, it gives you that adrenaline, release rush of just, fuck yes. So I've gone through that myself plenty of times. I fought, Gale on New Game Plus 8, man. When I finally beat him, I fucking celebrated. It was party time. So, absolutely, Hunter, I agree with you. Julian Ashford says, despite Invasions being heavily host-favored, there's no other game that I know of that enables you to have so much fun through invading someone else's world. And that's absolutely correct as well. I can't think of any game off the top of my head where you can forcibly enter someone else's game, hunt them down, steal their ember. It's amazing. I love Invasions in Dark Souls. Especially Dark Souls 3, I know there's a lot of gank issues, trying to be the invader, but I think it's a big reason why the game has so much shelf life and it's still going strong, what is this, 5 years later, so absolutely, Julian, 100%. I concur! CounterBraid says, I play for a lot of reasons. I love the art style, the gameplay, the challenge, and the inevitable triumph over that challenge. Helping friends with challenging areas or bosses, fun PvP ambushes with mates, and finding new areas with awesome secrets to discover. So it sounds like to me, this dude loves the co-op aspect of the game, bringing people together. There's just so many reasons. This guy says, I'm a pretty big tryhard and all his friends get mad at him when he weapon swaps. He has respect for the unique builds I've shown. He likes when people use underrated weapons. So basically, he likes being, very well versed in the art of PvP and wrecking people, weapon swap, ring swap, all that stuff. So even someone calling himself a tryhard, giving us some more reasons to why he loves the Soulsborne games. Max says, I play because the game is absolutely gorgeous. I love the high medieval fantasy, the actual gameplay mechanics are solid and unforgiving, minus some hitbox issues, and destroying the little tryhards like the one you mentioned. So, I agree with all those points. The game is beautiful to play, absolutely. I love the whole settings of the world, Soulsborne, dude. We all love dark fantasy type shit, that's why we're playing these games. But yes, hitbox issues, absolutely. Alex here says, I play to have a good time, also enjoy taking the time to collect all the armor and weapons, even though there isn't an achievement for it. So, exploration. Alex enjoys collecting all the armor, making sure you have everything there is to have in the entire game. I also enjoy, the exploration and finding loot. It is amazing. Lootitis. Uncurable disease. Vexed here says, I play Dark Souls for the good story elements and the fun PvP. I absolutely love the whole story of Dark Souls, the lore, even though we have to get most of it through item descriptions, but I like that, actually, of the game. Makes it more dark and mysterious. And the PvP, if you couldn't tell, I absolutely enjoy the PvP. I got quite a few videos on the PvP, so Vexed, right there with you. Matteo says, I play Dark Souls 3 for the immersion in the lore. I also love the thrill of the challenge and the awesomeness of being a warrior on a post-apocalyptic dark world. I just love that. Also, I create some fantasy stories, and Dark Souls gives me a lot of inspiration. So this guy is a writer, and Dark Souls inspires him for some of his stories that he writes, in his personal life. See, like, you just never know how far that these Soulsborne games, how far the branching paths can actually reach and affect certain parts of people's lives. And that's why I'm making this video, because it's just blowing my mind seeing some of these comments. Joseph Bogart says, "Cause it's fun, cause I got invaded by a guy named Tremendo Peen 3 times in a row at Lothric Castle. Also, for discipline, it can be a hard game in places." Absolutely. I've never got invaded by a hard peen, but that's funny. I play to have fun, and for the challenge, no better feeling than getting overcoming a difficult boss from software games. Holy shit, can I speak much? So that seems to be a very popular reason. People like overcoming adversity, overcoming that challenge, that amazing feeling you get when you finally take down a boss. Alright, so Soulsborne games help with a variety of things, as we see. It could be anything from depression to OCD to just cheering yourself up, having a good time, to having that wonderful feeling of overcoming adversity when you overcome a boss that you were stuck on for hours and hours. So it all does something different from us. For me personally, I play to have a good time. I love overcoming adversity with the hard bosses, and I like the games that are a challenge. I love the world. I love, dark fantasy, knights, all that shit, pyros, all mages, everything about it is amazing, and that's a huge reason why I am real excited for Elden Ring. So if you guys haven't posted on the community post that I'm speaking of that made this video, make sure you comment down below and answer that question. Why do you play Soulsborne games? What does it personally do for you? So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, man. I will see you on the next one. Enjoy your night. Peace.